we've got, of course, Steve Veer in the house. Steve Veer, the man with the stats. And we've got the voice of reason, Namo Shiri.
Indeed we do.
Indeed. And today we are going to be talking about what are the 3 must-haves for any player who wants to go and play in the States. The 3 must-haves. I'm sure there are loads, but we want 3. So can you pick this up?
You want me to start?
Yes, I want you to start.
So I'm going to say that this one's a little bit of a no-brainer because I don't think you will be in the mix if you don't have any.
Okay.
However, my first thing is, and it's actually an important one, you have to have some skills, some talent.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
Let's keep it real.
Hey, let's keep it true.
Look, so I can't begin to tell you.
What do you think is going to happen? You're going to go there
I can't begin to tell you how many people hit me up, and I'm sure it's double for Steve with the Tank Top 50. Kids that are saying, look, I should be the guy, or I should be. Look, the bottom line is, you have to have some skills and talent.
Got some stuff to back it up.
Stop keeping people around you that maybe are puffing your ego. If you can't, we talk about players on the show all the time. Pick any of them, all right? Go at them, go get them, and show that you're better than them. And then you'll be in the mix right away. You have to have some skills and talent, because no coach is necessarily going to be interested in you unless you have something there. I'm not saying you have to be the finished article, because that's going to be one of my other points when you come back to me. But you don't have to be the finished article, but you have to have something we can build upon.
Yes.
If you've got no athletic ability, okay, you don't have to be a great athlete to go to America. Look at what Steph Curry's doing right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's not athletic at all, but he is a skills-based player. All right, he's technically skilled, and he's worked his way to be that way. You have to have skills too. What can you do? Can you shoot it? You got handle? You got IQ? What is your thing? And if you've got nothing, then I don't think America's for you. I really don't.
Try out. I didn't expect that. What did you say? What was that
I said skill. I said you have to have some skills.
Okay.
You have to have skills.
What is that word?
You have to have skills. You have to have skills for sure.
Okay, all right. So we've got you have to have skills. Steve.
Well, I didn't know we were going down that angle, but it's pretty. Yeah, you need that.
What is this 2 for skills?
Yeah, all right, I'm going to go slightly different. Yeah, you do need some skills, but I didn't know we were going down that angle, so now I'm just straight in. It kind of threw me off.
And he said it's so flat-faced as well, it's like...
Because we didn't confirm on what we were going to say. All right, so my first one was, education, do your SATs.
For sure.
Okay,
so that's a good one.
That is a good one.
You might have limited skills, but if you have no SAT, or very good skills, and you don't have your SAT, you can't go. So educate yourself and revise for the test. I'll be honest, a lot of my players at Brixton have taken them now. They took them last weekend, and it's not an easy test. Revise for it. Go onto collegeboard.org and find out the dates when they come up. I've got players telling me, I've got one in March. No, you don't. That's the USA dates. You ain't flying to the US. Right?
Take the test.
So it's not. The next one is not in that date. It's in May. So find out when they are. Revise for them. Make sure that you pass your SAT exams and do it early. Don't wait and wait and wait. So my first one is educate yourself about SAT exams and get them done.
And I just want to say on that point, how important, I don't think people understand that when you're over there, you're actually having to study as well. You're not just playing basketball all day, every day. You actually have to make sure you've got your grades.
The average, you don't play.
Exactly. So don't take it lightly.
Student athlete.
And actually that reaffirms my second point, which is grades. I mean, Steve said SAT, absolutely. But, there are things you can be doing now. If you're 15 years old, 14 years old, and thinking about the future, you need to start piling those grades in for now. Don't just think it's magically going to happen when you get to meet somebody like Steve. He says, right, this is where the SATs are. Because guess what? When you go in there to say the SAT, Steve isn't going to be there. It's going to be you and the paper. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be a quick exit for you. So I think there are things that you should do right now that fortunately, every single young person in this country has access to at school. Get your grades up. And you might not be at the best school, but get what you need from it. You need to take advantage of the opportunity you've got to get an education, and don't be, as we say, too cool for school. Because actually, if you don't have the grades, I can't begin to tell you, Swaz, how much better it looks for players when coaches contact Steve and say, Steve, tell me the lowdown on so and so. And if you can turn around and say, oh well, first of all, they're straight A students, it changes the whole complexion of the conversation, and opportunities open up. I mean, there's a guy. that Steve may remember years ago that used to play at Westminster, Samson Oyedere, who was not necessarily the most skilled and talented player, but he was a really smart player, really smart in the books. And actually, he leveraged that to get himself a partial academic scholarship and athletic scholarship, and now he's playing Division 1 basketball in America. Right?
Wow.
So the thing is, you have to have your grades, and you know, to Steve's point, if you don't have grades but you're a great player and you're thinking, oh, my skills alone will get me through, you know, we can name players for days. We won't, because I know it's not a nice story, but we can name players for days who have been supremely talented, and to be fair, probably one of the best players at their position in the country at any given time, but couldn't get to go over to America because they didn't have the grades. So they don't realise, to your point, when you get there, you've got to study. So if you're serious about going to America, do the very best you can to get your grades up, because it does matter. Your GCSEs do matter. Don't go on like, oh, that's fine. Nobody's going to be able to pull some strings for you, let you in the back door. Those days are over. And also, you're equipping yourself for the rest of your life.
Of course.
Get your grades.
Get your grades.
So you need your grades. You need SAT,
your grades.
need your grades.
Okay, nice. So we've got grades on that side. Number 2.
So I put footage down.
Okay.
So
that's a weird one, yeah.
If, you know, let's be real. Are most American colleges looking over to England for kids? No. You need to sell yourself and have something to show them. So but nowadays you can get highlight tapes done. You know, I learned how to do it. I just Googled it. I've done some highlight tapes from players. You've got to get footage of highlight tape and a full game tape. You've got to have it ready and send it to coaches. So don't expect that you had a 20-point game and American colleges know about it. You need to let them know about it. So get on it early. You know, get people to film your games. Your coaches aren't doing it, or your teams aren't doing it. You need footage. Don't think that you are generally going to get to the States from them looking here. It's not going to happen. So footage is so important for me.
You know why I love that point? I love that point because Steve absolutely nailed it by saying, these coaches are not necessarily coming out of the woodwork to come and find you, okay? So for you to get their attention, you can't be slacking in any area needed. If all of the other international students, if all of the other American students at the press of a button have game tape available, and you don't, why am I as a coach going to chase you to get game tape?
Tells me you don't really want it that bad.
Right, so and really in today's age, how difficult is it to get somebody to tape a game of yourself? It doesn't have to be high-end, HD quality, blah, blah, blah. You go then top 50 for that. You go MM for that. You don't have to have that. All you need to get yourself on the map is some game tape, all right? If you can get it cut up into some highlights, great. Highlights plus a full game tape. If you don't have that, to Steve's point, you know, you're way behind 8 ball. And actually, you know, if you're Luar Deng level talent, okay, and they come through once in a generation, okay, sure, you don't need that. But can I just be real? There's no Luar Dengs right now. Okay, let's keep it 100, okay?
Or maybe there are, we just ain't got footage of
But
them.
the thing is, I'm not being bad to the talent out there, but it's like, look, you have to understand where you are. And the bottom line is, I'm not saying the players out there are terrible, they're not. But if you're competing for something and it's neck and neck, me and Steve are kind of trying to get over the line, it's neck and neck, and he's got an advantage, and I'm going to let him have that advantage of, well, I'm just going to wait for Swatch to help me. Guess who's going to get the spot? He will. So game tape's going to get you across the line, and that's the currency that these coaches use. Doesn't matter if Steve says some nice words about you, if he says some nice words about you. Doesn't matter. They're going to want to come back and say, where's the game tape? If you haven't got it, you're at a loss.
And just on that point as well about game tape, you don't know how many players hit us up, Minutemans, whoever it may be. Oh, here's some game footage. Can you cut it out for me? No, bro. I don't have time. I don't have time to sit there and cut your game. And it's good to ask, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be cutting up things for Instagram, you can sit there and cut up your game tape.
That's Google.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Google is the life.
Google is the life. I'm just saying.
Google, find out.
At the end of the day, you have to be that step above, and if that's going to come across in your grades or whatever, it has to come across all surfaces of your work. And game tape, be consistent. Go out there, skill yourself up, because I'm sure you're not going to be playing one game. You're going to be playing multiple games. You're going to need multiple highlights. Like, so,
with footage, one of my players she's got a scholarship, Janelle Grant, she got offered a scholarship off a highlight tape, a 2-minute highlight tape. For some schools, they like you that much from a 2-minute highlight tape. She got offered a full ride.
And why? Because your game tape is opening her eyes.
Of course.
Like, I haven't seen Janelle before, so now I've seen it.
Exactly.
How are they going to see you having no game tape?
Because anyone can say nice things, but they probably want to see the proof in the pudding, and they want to see it on tape.
So your responsibility, get your game tape together.
Yes, game tape. Let's go. Okay.
Right, so my last one.
One more.
My last one. Whose go is it? Mine or his?
Yeah, you, because you got skills.
Right, so
I didn't do skills.
You got skills now.
My last one.
You can go to a military school in America. You don't need no skills. So.
My last one, I've got like a backslash Okay. Work ethic.
Backslash, okay.
Work ethic / coachability. Is that right?
Yeah.
Work
like
ethic, coachability. So work ethic first and foremost. A lot of people are really intense in trying to get to America. They don't realise, but you will if you speak to some of the guys that are over this year, some of the girls that are over this year. Once you get over there, it's a whole different thing. You need to have work ethic because if you think that being great in this country is going to be when you're great in America, it absolutely doesn't. Not only is it a level playing field, you're actually below the American players because you're not going to get the same opportunities, the same favoritism perhaps in some situations. You have to work harder than them to get what they've got. So you have to have work ethic. And when you go in there, it's quite a humbling experience to realise you're so far behind the number one player. All right, I really quickly, I always talk about the story with Luar Deng at his camp, where he was talking about when he first went to America and he got homesick and everything else. You know, he was so far behind the number one player, he wasn't even on the ranking list. And in the first year of working, he started to see his name appear, you know, number 197 or whatever it was. And he goes, oh, I'm on the ranking list, my name's there. Wasn't happy with it, kept on working, got into the top 100, got into the top 50. And then actually, when it was all said and done, when he finished prep school, there was only one player in the whole country who appeared higher than him, and that's Luar Deng. And we know that's an anomaly. So, you know, bottom line is, message is, work ethic got him through, and then the final point is coachability for me. You have to be coachable. Don't go there and make complaints. Be there and be compliant. If your coach is asking you, don't go there and say, look, coach, I only shoot threes. If your coach doesn't want you to shoot threes, okay? Get yourself on the block and rebound the ball.
Exactly.
Because the better you do at doing that, the more opportunity you're going to get to develop out the whole game. Because your coach will put more time in you, invest more time in you because you're coachable and you're doing what he wants you to do. If a coach finds somebody who's coachable and has great work ethic, they're going to put some time into you. And actually, if you've also got the other part, the grades, the SAT, has some skills, you made it.
You got the skills,
you made it. So my last one would be work ethic and coachability.
Okay, nice. I like that.
I've got one more then.
That's a sneaky 4, you know.
I know. It's the skills that blew me. The skills blew me. I was like, skills.
The skills are for me, so we maybe do 4. I've got one more to add.
All right, okay, go for it.
So my last one I put down is research the process. So know that.
Great work.
Or find someone else that does. Because it's not easy to get to the States.
No, it mustn't be.
So you've got to know stuff about, you know, we spoke about SAT, when the dates are, you know, revise for them. When can you go on school visits? You know, getting through international clearing or for a scholarship because you're not from America.
Great one.
You know, what is your GPA transferred over to GCSE? So you need transcripts. You know, what class are you? Are you 2016, 2017, 2018? Because they're going to ask you might not know. You know, what level can you play at? Are you a D2 school? Are you a D1? Are you a D3? What conference you think you can play in? What suits your style? You know, live periods when coaches can't see you, need to know that. Can you get in some AAU tournaments? What the teams need? I mean, it's a long process, and you got to know all this stuff. And guess what? You don't. So go find someone that does.
Find Steve.
No. It's a lot.
But the thing about it is, he makes a great point, and it's the same questions that we've fielded for years. The bottom line is, people will then turn around and say, okay, Steve, you do it for me. It's not Steve's job to do that, and it's not his responsibility. This is the point. If you want to make it happen for yourself, we're all about saying, take control of the situation yourself. Do you know who I would ask if I'm them? He said, go find something to do it. Steve mentioned this person on the show already. It's the best, most informative person on the planet right now. Google. Start with Google. You know, it's free. You know, you probably got it on your phone. You know, you've got to start. You've got to start researching information yourself. Become as knowledgeable as you can. Do you know what? I'm not sure if they're still around. I think they probably might be, but there was a place that I used to send players all the time to educate themselves on the American education system, what they need to know. Fulbright Commission. It's a charity that's just down by Gower Street in London. You probably get them online now. Fulbright Commission. Just Google it. They've got so much information about transcripts, academic information, what you need to know, the whole process of applying to a university in the States. All of that stuff you need to know, in addition to the stuff Steve said about the basketball. You've got to become more knowledgeable. And look, here's the thing, if you want something so badly in your life, okay, why are you going to be in the dark about it? You know, educate yourself about it. You know, if you want to, get in shape, you're going to find out as much information about the right foods to eat, the right workout plan to do. If you want to, get your driving license, for example, you're going to study your theory. You're going to go to, why if you want to go to America, just leave it. See what happens. You can't, and then turn around and play with everybody else. These are great tips, great tools, and that point that Steve made is an excellent one. You need to educate yourself.
Yes, definitely.
Shall we go through the 3?
Yeah, go for it.
Skills is a lot.
You need skills.
So my 3, minus the skills, because I think that's a given, is I put education SAT exams, know about that, footage, and then research the process or find someone or just find out more about the whole process before you jump in too deep. That's
Definitely. Okay.
And
nice.
my recap real quick was, of course, the skills,
Yes.
the skills and talent, and then the grades to reaffirm Steve's point. You know, not just for the SATs, but your GCSEs matter. They really do. The courses that you're doing at the moment, so your grades, fix them today. If you're not in great shape, fix them today. And then the other point for me was the work ethic and coachability. You know, be prepared to do the work and be coachable. Everybody likes to coach.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to slip in a little one, and it probably isn't
you got
as.
some?
I've got a little one.
Okay,
I've got a little one. No. I want to say support network.
Yeah.
Because do you know what?
They call it support system. That's what they call it in America.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah, you need that.
But do you know what? Speaking to the guys like Cavell or Kavon, whoever it may be, they just say one thing is you're gonna get homesick. If you make it and you get it out there, you will get homesick. And the one thing that they use to battle it is this support network. So of course, make sure that you have a nice little. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're gonna have a high five.
Thanks guys. Support network. Get your WhatsApp group pop in, make a banter group, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you have a support network around you. And of course, can I just say this is a great conversation opener. Speak to the guys like Cavell, Denzel, all of these guys who are out there. Ask them, what did you do? How did they go about it? Because you know what, testimonies and stories, those are the place to be to ask all these different types of questions. So you need the skills.
I like that.
You need support network.
You need a lot of stuff.
You need a lot of stuff.
But we covered it all though.
We
I think that was really good.
We did. I like this episode.
Good
We
show.
hope to see more people in America on the back of this. Yeah, exactly.
Good show.
Nice one. Well, there you have it. We've been talking about what are the must-haves that you need for players to go over and play in the States. So, Swazme Kali here, Steve Beer, Noah Shiri, about to go.